Hello and welcome again to AFL Riverina TV. I'm Lauren Markham. After a break for representative footy, the competition resumes on Saturday, a third of the way through the season. Before we take a look at this week, let's just have a look at the ladder. Last year's two grand finalists are out in front and both unbeaten after that first round draw. Then Coleambally, Temora and Mara round out a clear-cut top five. The Jets, Barellan and CSU are all 2 wins away, while amazingly North Wagga prop up the table, although they have a better percentage than those 3 teams above them. This week, the Jets are at home to the Bombers, East Wagga Coringal host Barellan, Temora travel to McPherson Oval, where the Saints will hold their annual Pink Day fundraising event, and Coleambally are at CSU. AFL Riverina's Tom Walker joins us now in the studio. Tom, the North Wagga Temora game, it's a big one for both sides. Who would you be backing?
It is a huge game for both teams. North Wagga, they wouldn't have expected at the start of the year to be bottom of the ladder right now, so they need to pull up their socks and start getting some wins. They've got a reasonably good run in the next few weeks, so they want to start off right now, start to get some wins on the board and make their way back up the ladder. Temora would be disappointed. They lost to CSU. Obviously, they want to bounce back. It'll be tough to go to North Wagga and beat them there. So I'm tipping North Wagga. It's an important game for them.
And now it was huge for CSU to win over Temora, and they've made it pretty clear they want that to be the new normal. Do you think they can do it again against Collie?
It'll be tough, but it's certainly doable. Obviously, they'll be feeling confident after their win against Temora at Temora. It's no easy feat. But I'm going to go Coleambally. They started slowly, but they're really gained momentum now, and they'll be probably a bit too strong for CSU.
One of Coleambali's finest, Simon Macky, was the Farrer League's best player last Saturday in a disappointing loss to the Black Diamond League. After that game, we caught up with Mackie and rising Temora star Zac Winky for a chat about how their clubs are travelling and the experience of representing the Farrer League.
Simon Macky, things are looking pretty good at Collie after a rough start to the season, but you seem to be coming good. How's it feeling out there?
Yeah, it's pretty good. We dropped too early, but we came good. We started gelling together, and a few fresh faces really put a bit of life into the place.
Josh has got everybody up and about now that you've sort of got a couple of wins on the board.
Yeah, he's done well right from day one. He started ironing out some kinks. Our starts to games are a big thing, and the last few weeks we've been right on it. He's been a leader of that.
You've got CSU this week, and then you've got the top 2 teams who are still unbeaten, East Wagga and the Rock. What do you work on for those two?
Oh, look, it's just we can't focus too much on them. It's just about our game and our plans. It's going to be a big 3 weeks for us. If we can get away with 2, we'll be happy, but 3 will be spot on for us.
Even CSU, you've got to be pretty well on your game, and I suppose you met a couple of their blokes tonight in this side. They've got a pretty good side this year.
Yeah, of course. You can't take anyone too lightly here. Even Barellan held us for 2-3 quarters the other week there, and we kicked away in the last, but I think the gap between the better and the worst teams is almost non-existent now.
You can see with Harrison tonight, they've got a bloke who's got a bit of size about him, and Jack Egan and Tennyson were all...
Yeah, that's all right. There's a bit of everything out there tonight. Jack had a bit of grunt, Tennyson was down low, and Harrison's quite a big boy. That's the first I've seen him, actually.
Yeah, it was a rough night for the Farrer League, but how did you enjoy the experience of...
Oh, look, yeah, it's great to meet a few new blokes and get to know a few different faces. Every other Saturday you're hating them and you want to rough them up a bit, but this is just something different, and you actually find you get on with a lot of blokes. It's good.
Well done on representing the Farrer League again, mate, and all the best for the season at Collie.
Cheers, thank you.
Yeah, the atmosphere is good. The game was it was very fast, but our skills weren't on tonight, and they were just the better opponent, better side, and they showed the skills. Their performance was up, and they just ran all over us. It was very hard contestant. Yeah.
They look like a pretty slick and pretty quick team. Is that the sort of best standard of footy you've played yourself?
Yeah, well, it has been one of the best stands of footy I've ever played. I've played in the Giants Academy, but not as quick as this. This is a lot quicker. Ball gets moved around really fast, and the players all together for the Black Diamond League were really handy, really tough.
On the club scene, mate, Temora, you probably have to pick yourselves up a bit from the CSU game. What was the feeling in the camp after that game?
It was very neutral. The players were devastated. We lost against CSU, and they haven't beat us for quite a number of years, and this is the first time they beat us at the home ground. And it was very devastating that we lost against them. But hopefully we should bounce back and beat them next time.
What was the message from the coach about what you've basically got to work on for the next couple of weeks?
Just not to be lazy. We get lazy in the second quarter, and that really affects our game. But we just need to bounce back and just give it all we got in the next game against CSU. We've got the 7 Canberra blokes with Sam Jensen and Kieran Shea and Tim Shea. They've all been really good support. They've definitely helped out the club a lot, and they've given the club a boost, as you can say, and they've really affected the players' lives, as in I'm talking about just positivity amongst the group, and they've been a real help towards the side.
Zac Winky there, as well as Simon Macky. Well, Tom, the other team level with Temora and Collie is Mara. How do you think they're going to go on the weekend?
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting game, probably one of the games of the round. It's going to be very difficult for Mara to go to Northern Jets to beat them, but they certainly can do it. They're in form, and I can't see why they can't do it, so I'll be tipping Mara. And
now it's a tough time of the year for Barellan. They obviously, had a horror day out at the Rock. It's not going to get any easier for them travelling to Gumley this weekend.
No, you've got to feel a bit for Barellan to go from the Rock to East Wagga, the 2 grand finals from last year. Doesn't get any easier for them. East Wagga should win and win comfortably, really.
Thanks for coming in, Tom, and enjoy a big weekend of footy.
Thank you.